scouting. This is what it's all about. Getting right out into it. Getting out to where you could really practice your bushcraft. Oh, I love it.
Comes up to him and he says, "Okay, son, what do you want? Now, if it's going to be more golf balls, just forget about it, because you're not getting them." And the kid looks around.
My specs with me, I have not brought my specs with me.
Manetti, eating his spaghetti in the store.
In the store, there was Manetti, eating his spaghetti in the quartermaster's store. My eyes are dim, I cannot see. I have
It's a long way. Of course it is. If you want to get out to the real bush, you've got to go a long way.
What's the matter, young? Haven't you been away from Mummy before?
He was young, sucking on his thumb in the store.
in the store. There was young, sucking on his thumb in the quartermaster's store. My eyes are dim, I cannot see. I have not brought my
Long and 1 foot wide, so I can be straddled easily. Now, any questions?
Yeah, Skip, would you hurry up and build it?
Face the flag. Thank you, did it troll it up? So, at ease. This is it. Fogbrook. We're in the thick of it here. This is your real wilderness. The real bush. 280 miles to the nearest town. For quite a few of the younger ones, it's your first time out here. And I know it can be a bit daunting. But the thing is, remember not to be rattled by it. If you know the bush, you know how to work with it, you can survive out here indefinitely.
finding the South Pole. And you find the South Pole by finding a Southern Cross. Up there. You see?
Yeah.
And then you just imagine that line through the long axis. Go up there.
Clear, cold nights, when all was still, it would emerge from the creek beds. Up around Storwell, farmers swear they've seen it dragging livestock back into the water.
Swamp what?
Swamp maggot.
I don't believe it.
Tell them the story of the mad burgos, Simo.
No, don't.
Why not?
Because they'll scare the living daylights out of them.
Out of you mean? It's said that throughout the southwest and as far north as the Bogon Ranges, the Burko brothers still roam.
Who are the Burko brothers?
You'll never get to sleep if I tell you.
Why?
Because it's a true story.
And it's as scary as hell.
Tell us.
Simpson, don't.
Two Italians, they were brothers, were flying out here for the Olympics in '56. They were flying over the Northern Territory and something packed up with their plane, and it crashed. One brother's legs were badly mangled in the crash, and the other brother had to piggyback him. They just headed off into a really remote country and wandered, lost. Years passed and they continued to roam. They were drifting further and further south. By the time of the first sighting, the two of them had gone completely Burko, appearing by campfires and carrying a carving knife, drawn by the warmth of the fire. But worst of all, the brother who could walk had spent so long carrying his crippled brother on his back that they had grown together. There were more reports of Missy drifted south. The campers who had woken in the middle of the night to see this figure, warming itself by their fires. This horrible, blood-soaked figure with two heads, 4 arms, and a spare set of mangled legs. It was horrible. Then around 1964 it happened on a jamboree in Whyalla. 2 scouts, 2 patrol leaders went missing. They'd been eaten by the Burkos. Throughout northeast Victoria, people began vanishing without a trace.
Some say the Burko brothers died years ago. There was one story that a huge statewide search was mounted after the scout slaying.
And you know, they say he still roams freely, as far north as the Great Divide, and throughout the Bogong National Park.
Where's the Bogon National Park?
You're in the middle of it.
Do you believe it? It's bulldust. They're just trying to scare us. They always do it on your first camp. Yeah. Want to play cigarettes? Alright. Craven A. Marlboro. Turf.
only them, you know.
I know.
Don't think about it. Capstan.
Who's that?
Good green colour, that's when you get the good flavour.
That was you last night, wasn't it, Todd?
What's the matter, Lolly boy?
You know, acting goat, walking through the camps, making those noises.
We were scared out of our wits.
Oh, bull dust, Todd. That was you lot mucking around.
Hey, Willis, did we have anything to do with those screams last night?
Did you hear it too? It was really scary, wasn't it?
Come off it, you're a bull dust artist, Willis.
What do you expect? We're in the heart of the Burko brothers' country.
It takes a bit of getting used to, but it really is a refreshing drop. Form a line here for the eucalyptus tea.
If I don't make it, I'll tell Mum and Dad that, although I've never told them this before, tell them I really hate them.
All right. Now, secure it. Make it as taut as possible. Remembering that's a round turn and 2 half hitches, Miller.
Absolutely. Will someone check Miller's knots? I don't trust him.
Well, this, then, is your standard flying fox. And Kevin will now demonstrate the correct method of use. All right, Ian and John, you ready to catch him?
Yeah, absolutely, Toby.
All right, Kevin. Anytime you're ready.
Whoops, young, just remembered he left the kettle on.
Now, who's next? Wilson, let's have you. Come on, Wilson, stop deliberating. You know the drill. Don't think about it. Straight into it.
Could I be excused? I suffer from fear of heights.
Fear of heights? Oh, that really is bad luck, young feeder.
What a baby. Come on, young. Young, go back to...
Fear of heights. Fear of everything, more like it.
Leave him alone.
Come on, who's up there? Post, what are you waiting for? Remember, he who hesitates is lost.
Post. What are you doing?
Need a hand?
Ton of spuds there to be peeled. Did you have a go?
No, heart sickness.
Yeah. Have to be packing it in pretty soon, actually. The light's starting to go.
Ever heard of the Burko brothers?
The Burko brothers? That's an old myth from way back.
What do you mean myth?
You know, partly true and partly made up. Stories like the Burko brothers change every time they're told. Although I think part of it is true.
What part is that?
Well, it's true that their boat was wrecked off the north coast. That one brother had his legs taken off by a shark. I mean, there are some facts in it.
Do you want to play card legs?
Okay. Holden.
Morris Minor. Boxy. Rolls Royce. Austin Healy. It's your turn, Jones. Come on there, hey, small. Green. Lyle.
Don't you think it's funny?
Don't cry. It's nothing to be scared of. It's only them.
You and Todd are responsible for cleaning up whatever mess has been caused by this little party. Want you in bed and silent in 5 minutes. Got it?
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely right.
Good night.
Good night.
I wonder if Aunt Toby heard us last night.
Oh, he would have. He should have had Willis. God.
Oh, I'd love to have seen Young's face last night when you stuck the knife through the roof.
Oh,
He was crying.
Oh, Paul.
Fair dinks, bawling his eyes out. Oh. Hey, I just saw a Burko brother.
Only one.
Always leave a camp the way you found it. One of BP's favourite sayings.
Hey, Youngie, you were scared stupid last night, weren't you? You thought it was the Burko brothers.
Rubbish.
Yeah, you turned on the waterworks. I saw ya.
They nearly scared poor Young to death.
The things they get up to.
I tried to stop them, but they just wouldn't listen.
Oh, strike me. Will you look at that?
Yeah, it's a great country.
Oh, it's absolutely marvellous.
Don't worry about it, Pete. There's nothing wrong with crying. It's good to show that you're scared. It's an honest expression of emotion. The world would be a better place if more people cried.
Andrews, you're a dag.
There was Todd acting like Santa in the sky.
I wouldn't blame you for being upset. It's a pretty scary story. But it is just a story.
They grew together.